Hi guys! Welcome sa Sipnayan. No? In this video ay tutuloy natin yung series natin on calculus. No? And kung pinapanood nyo itong series natin, ang pinag-aaralan natin is finding the derivative of a function using the definition of derivative. No? So just a brief recall, ang definition ng derivative of f at x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Okay, so dito sa sa ating example, sa isosolve natin, we have find the derivative of the following function using the definition of derivative. Siyempre, pag g yung ginagamit natin na name ng function, papalitan din naman natin to, di ba? So magiging g prime of x is equal to the limit, the limit as h approaches 0 of g of x plus h minus g of x over h. So, of course, yung formula magbabago siya depende doon sa pangalan ng function. Dito, ang pangalan ng function dito, f, in general. Ito naman, g. So, papalitan lang natin lahat ng f ng g. So, paano natin kukunin yung g of x plus h tsaka g of x? So, una, g of x plus h. Diba sabi ko sa inyo sa previous video, pag sinabi natin g of 5, gagawin natin, papalitan natin lahat ng x dito ng 5. So, 5 squared plus 5 times 5. Pag g of negative 1 squared plus 5 times negative 1. Pero ito, x plus h, therefore, lahat ng x dito, papalitan natin ng x plus h. So, this becomes x plus h squared dito, para dito. And then plus, yung 5x magiging 5 times quantity x plus h. So, yung ating g of x, kasi ma-minus natin yan later. So, ang g of x natin ay, siyempre ito na yun, di ba? X squared minus 5 o plus 5x. Okay, so meron na tayong g of x plus h, meron na tayong g of x. We can now use this formula, no? So, magiging g of x or g prime of x. Mukha siyang q, no? But this is g. And g prime of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of g of x plus h, which is this expression. So, kopyahin lang natin yan. X plus h quantity squared plus 5 times x plus h. And then we have a minus here, minus. And then g of x, which is this expression. X squared plus 5x. So, since buong expression yung mina-minus natin, dapat naka-parenthesis siya kasi magbabago ng sign yan later. Okay. And then we have an h at the denominator. So, gawin natin, magiging equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of, i-expand natin to tapos i-distribute natin to. It becomes x squared plus 2hx plus h squared. Squaring a binomial. Ito yun, di ba? I-square natin. And then plus, distribute, 5x plus 5h, and then minus, x squared minus 5x. So, nagbabago yung sign, di ba? So, naalala nyo yan sa algebra nyo. You have to review that. Hindi nyo na-gets, no? And then, over h. So, ano mangyayari dito? Yung x squared minus x squared, pwede natin tanggalin yan. Magiging 0 na yan. Tapos yung 5x minus 5x, 0 na rin. So, matitira 2hx plus h squared plus 5h over h. Siguro dito na tayo sa baba, para maluwag. So, this is equal to, gagawin na natin blue lahat yan kasi wala na tayong, na-simplify na natin. Tanggalan natin yung mga ibang terms, no? So we have the limit as h approaches 0 of 2hx plus h squared plus 5h over h. And then, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong common, no? H, H, H. So, pwede natin i-factor out yan para makancel natin dito. So, this is the limit as h approaches 0 of h times 2x plus h plus 5 over h. So, nakita nyo, tinanggal ko yung, i-factor out ko yung isang h. So, siyempre, mawawala siya dito. 2x na naman tira. H squared is h times h. Pag finactor out mo, meron pa isang matitira. Tapos dito h, pag finactor mo, 5 na lang matitira. So I can cancel this. Magiging 1 yan, magiging 1 din dito. So okay na yan, na ganyan. And therefore, ang natira ay the limit as h approaches 0 of 2x plus h plus 5, which is equal to 2x. Pag x approaches 0, lahat ng mga h dito, pag h approaches 0, lahat ng mga h dito, pwede na natin palitan ng 0. Pag tinanggal na natin yung limit, plus 5, which is equal to 2x plus 5. So, ito yung ating g prime of x, o yung the slope of g of x. So, again, this is the slope of the function. This is the slope of g at x. So g prime of x is equal to 2x plus 5. Ito yung kanyang slope ng function natin.